We are expecting to hear from President Obama in just a few hours. He's going to be speaking from Andrews Air Force Base about a new plan that would expand offshore drilling along the East Coast. In fact, this is huge, really, for the energy industry. Joining us now from the White House is Interior Secretary Ken Salazar, whose department drafted this new proposal. And Secretary Salazar, thank you so much for joining us. Needless to say, this has been a huge divisive issue between Democrats and Republicans. As of now, with this proposal that you're going to be unveiling very soon, do you have any Democratic support for it?
You know, we have briefed many members of Congress, and there is support. This is part of a comprehensive energy plan for the country, where we understand that we need to have many parts of an energy portfolio that includes oil and gas as well as renewable energy. And the announcement today is about both conservation and about development. It's about protecting those places that are very special and being thoughtful about those places that we may be developing in the future, as well as looking at additional places which should be opened up for oil and gas development. So it's development and protection. Right,
and some would say that some of the key areas that you're going to be opening up off the coast of Virginia and in the northern parts of Alaska. What convinced you and your staff as you were going through these public meetings and soliciting public comments? What convinced you that, in fact, these areas should be open to offshore drilling?
Okay. In the northern parts of Alaska and the Arctic, what we are doing there is we are moving forward with additional information development, including understanding what is there in terms of the resource, taking a look at questions like oil spills. And so we will not be moving forward with respect to leasing in those areas until we develop that information. With respect to the Atlantic, there is an existing lease sale.
Just hang on one there, Secretary. So does that mean then how long would it take before you actually start drilling in that area? What kind of time frame are we talking about?
In the Alaskan waters in the north, there are exploration plans that have already been approved, which actually will allow 5 exploration wells to go in there, and it could happen as early as this summer. The long-term leasing program will be dependent on what information is discovered there, as well as additional information that we're developing through the U.S. Geological Survey and other sources. The place which is probably more likely to be first off the map will be what happens in the Gulf of Mexico, because the Gulf of Mexico right now produces most of the oil and natural gas that we have from the offshore. And so we are moving forward with a significant push behind production in the Gulf Coast.
Okay, give us a sense then, overall, I mean, just combined all together with this 5-year plan, at what point will we actually see an impact on the oil supply here in the U.S.?
You know, if everything were to be developed in the Outer Continental Shelf, we still would only be making about a 10% difference in terms of the overall oil and gas needs for the United States. We import over 2/3 of our oil from foreign countries. And so it's really important that as we move forward, we embrace the notion of energy security and make it real. You know, Jimmy Carter called it the moral imperative of war. President Nixon called it he coined the term energy independence. We are committed under President Obama's leadership to move forward with a comprehensive energy plan that really gets us to energy independence this time.